Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running.
He's not the type to hog the limelight, but Angelo Peruzzi is a man I always thought worthy of praise.
Well, listen, Jim, few would question his record or his reputation, but I wonder what you think stands out about him.
Well, consistency for one, Peter, but I also like the calm aura he exudes. He'll go out of his way to make everything look effortless. He firmly believes that gave him the psychological edge.
It's hit the uprights. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Rijkaard does well to get it back. Aim forwards. That is good alertness. Ambitious ball here. Maldini gets over and intercepts. Nedved. That's Rijkaard. Has a look and plays it forward. Looking for a runner. Neatly clipped into space. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And it's Totti. Schneider does really well to win the ball there. Rijkaard. And it's Zanetti. Schneider.
Might want to be careful there.
Massaro. Back to the keeper it goes. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Nicely aimed pass. Milan still without a single shot on target. No, that's been intercepted. That's a good foray he's making. Great vision. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Tries to play it through. Zanetti, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. It's Nedved! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. That's headed upfield. And they've got rid. Threads one in. And the shot! Goal! Milan!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Milan have taken the lead.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And Shevchenko! Oh, what a mistake! Oh, that's fabulous. It's Totti! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Oh, it's just a little long. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Totti. Milan are looking to go forward now. And it's Schneider. Time and again they are repelled. Now it's Nedved. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Can he get on the end of this? Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that was vital.
Milan truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Nedved. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Donadoni. And he plays one through. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Ferry deals with that comfortably. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's picked his way through. And that was very necessary. Massaro! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. A high-octane end to the first period, but there's still a single goal in it. Milan currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And we get things going again.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
And the pass is intercepted. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Totti. And he's managed to get free. Shevchenko! And it's come back out to him. It's off target and by quite a way.
He'll be annoyed with himself after that. Nothing wrong with his anticipation or his positioning.
No way through there. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Space for him to turn and look. And it's Lobotka. Lovely ball and a real chance now. And the finish! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, it's Nedved. Oh, that's a key interception. Schneider. Now it's Donadoni. And he shoots! Dispatched clinically. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Milan restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Baresi cuts it out. Now it's Shevchenko. Probing pass. Who saw this coming? What an enthralling contest. What a wonderful contest. Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Totti gets into a good position. Costa Curta can clear it away. Nedved. This might spell danger. Nedved! And that is wildly off target.
Sostituzione per il Milan, numero 17.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Numero 14, numero 68.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Il numero 23, il numero 6, il numero 22. Attenzione alla sostituzione.
Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
And he's quick to return it. Otto makes the interception. Very tidy with his distribution. That has not gone well. And it's Seedorf. Looking for the run. Now this could be a chance. Locatelli. And the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Milan have the chance to go the other way. That's going wide left.
Milan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Oh, good-looking ball. Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, given away! And he's straight offside. Looking for options for movement. Martinez is herring after that one. Rijkaard. Totti. Can he finish? Brilliant by Totti. He's got himself an absolute peach. Into the lead once more. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Milan with the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Costa Curta gets across to intercept that. Oh, super ball. Shapes to shoot! And it's there! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Ah, he's given it away. Well, that is one way to stop him.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Il quarto uomo indica 4 minuti di recupero.
He has found the way through. Delivers with whip. That's a decent clearance. There's the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Distributed tidily. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Totti. Nothing in it still. We move to extra time, so we are still gridlocked.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So a brief break, and then we will be back for more.
Ricordiamo a tutti I tifosi che sul maxi schermo è possibile vedere la piantina dello stadio. Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 2. Numero 3. Lasciano il campo
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Milan did fantastically well to force extra time, having been on the brink of defeat in normal time. In fact, you could say they're the better off of the two teams, at least psychologically. Can he get it through? That is good alertness.
Lookman, they've got to be quick moving this forward.
Abbiati sends that a long way. Cannavaro. Great ball if he can get there. He's shifting through the gears here.
Lookman.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Spread out to the left. Maldini. Can he latch on to this? And back out. That's destined for the flank. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Tries to pass it through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Chance! Oh, that could be pivotal! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
And yes, it's him. So just 15 minutes still to come. Milan have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. The team's then separated by just one significant moment. How telling will that be? The next 15 minutes will decide. Well, we are already up and running again. This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Donatoni. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Gullit. Big chance! And that's in! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that is well cleared. Now it's Rafael Leao. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Lookman. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Rafael Leao deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him. Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Rijkaard with the clearance. Another pass just keeps it ticking on. Great chance! And it's Otto. Ah, he's had it taken off him. That's it, there is no more. It is going to penalties. Milan take this the distance.
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a grueling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
So here comes the ultimate pressure moment. Penalties are imminent. Donatoni is over the first kick. And he does it with poise.
Well, so far, so good, Peter.
Çalhanoğlu pondering where to put it. And he struck the crossbar.
He didn't need to cut things so finely.
This to double their advantage. Up by 2. 2 up.
Well, this is effectively a very welcome cushion, Peter.
Milan really cannot miss this. Oh, you're not going to save that.
Good penalty. The keeper might have done him a favour in committing just a bit early.
Milan with the chance to go 2 up. And he's fired it in. And that is a giant step towards the line.
A great position now, but still work to be done.
So down by 2, another miss can be game, set and match. Oh, sent him the wrong way.
It was well disguised. It gave no inkling as to where he was going on that.
This to put them 2 up. Never in doubt. The lead now is 2.
Well, this is effectively a very welcome cushion, Peter. Well, you know what I'm going to say, Peter. It's all about nerve.
It's in. Pick that one out.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked a spot, didn't change.
So it is all down to him now. No pressure. Perfect result, perfect outcome, a test.